podcast fam. How are you guys? I hope you've had a good week. My last week and a half have been completely stressful, utter chaos, like just crazy. Have you ever had just one of those weeks that feels like everything that could possibly happen to anybody around you is happening? And you're like, damn, like we need a break. We all need a break. Mentally, physically, emotionally. It's heavy times out here. It's crazy. So anyway, if you're new to the podcast, thank you for joining us today. If you are a loyal listener, I love you so much and welcome back. As always, it's wonderful for you all to join me and just listen to me rant and rave about my own personal trauma. And I hope that it helps you all in some way, shape, or form. I started this podcast, as you know, like I'm not going to go through this spiel the whole time, like every time that I do an episode, because I know you guys that do listen weekly get tired of hearing it. But if you want to know why I started my podcast, go check out my first episode on YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, wherever you want to listen. I have a trailer, I have the first episode, and it really goes into detail about why I started this podcast and why we're here today. You can always email me if you have questions. Podcast pocketfulofsunshine@gmail.com. You can message me on Facebook, on my Facebook page, also podcast Pocketful of Sunshine on all platforms. I'm podcast Pocketful of Sunshine, on TikTok as well. So, anyway, this week, I just really want to talk about the heaviness. Like, shit is so heavy sometimes. And I'm really trying to do a lot better and be a lot better. I've started a journey at the church that my kids and I attend, where I signed up for this growth track course that they teach on Wednesdays. So I'm looking forward to that, just learning and growing in my faith and just becoming a part of a place that I feel comfortable and welcomed and safe. So I'm really looking forward to this growth track. Easter's coming up this week, and there's lots of things going on around our community. My niece and nephew and his wife, so my niece and nephew, they posted where they had went to this church, the church at Skyline, I believe is what it's called. Anyway, they're doing a reenactment of Jesus's journey to the cross and the resurrection and everything. So that's something I'm going to check out on Friday. I will drop all the links that I'm referencing here on my podcast, on my Facebook page, so you all can check those out if you're interested. So I'm looking forward to Friday going to see that show. And then Saturday, there's an Easter egg hunt at Long Branch here in White Post, Virginia. And it is a $10 admission fee, I believe, per car. But my kids are in 4-H and they're going to have their little goats there. So they're going to be in the little petting zoo. So come by and snuggle our goats if you're in the area. And then Saturday evening, I am going to my church, which is Abundant Life in Stephen City. And I'm going to be rebaptized, because I was baptized before in 2009. Maybe it was 2010. No, was Joss already born? Joss might have already been born. Yeah, because we did a baby dedication and then baptism. And so it was 2011, actually. Okay, I'm like off my game with these times. So my ex-husband and I were baptized with Kylie, Hayden, and ourselves, and Jocelyn we did the baby dedication with her. So that was something that was really special to me, but I was not in a spiritual place then. Now looking back at it, like being baptized for me was a great choice for me and my family at that time. But since then, I've had so many ups and so many downs, and I've fallen away from faith, and I've come back to faith. And I really am on a different understanding and a different path now than I was then. So I feel like just getting rebaptized and rededicating my life, my soul, my heart, my journey, everything, just rededicating that is something that's really important to me right now, where I'm at spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So I'm going to do that on Saturday. So I'm excited about that. And of course, Sunday, we're going to go to Easter service at church and then spend the day with my grandma. My grandma's 91, guys. She's amazing. I'm so blessed. Like, both of my grandparents were, well, my grandmothers. My grandma on my mom's side is still alive. She's 91. And my grandma on my dad's side, when she passed away in 2011, she was 89. So both of my grandmas have had amazing lives and long lives. And I'm so thankful for that and so grateful for that, because I had a close relationship with my grandma McClellan, and I have a very close relationship with my grandma Pierce. So it's just great to be able to spend that time with her and be together as a family. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that's just some things that we have going on. But on the flip side, like, oh my gosh, this week has been so much. And not specifically for me, but I have had friends going through so much with their health, physical health, mental health, financially, spiritually. And I love that they are so comfortable and safe with me to share their troubles and their struggles with me. I love that so much. And so this week I have been really trying to help out my friends as much as I can, the best way that I can, and just be a little bit of encouragement, because we all need that sometimes, you know? And sometimes I sit back and I think, like, are they reading these texts or these little notes that I'm sending them as me trying to brush off their feelings or making them feel less valid for feeling the way they do? So that's something that I really struggle with, is like, I don't want to give them the wrong idea of what I'm trying to say, right? Which is why I hate texting. I hate it so much, but we're so accustomed to it now. Like, I'll sit there and watch my phone ring and then text somebody back. Like, why do I do that? I don't know. It's so bad. But also, part of me loves to just be in the silence now, right? Because I can sit there and I can reflect and I can think about things and I can, like, analyze what I'm going through instead of, like, pushing it down or trying to do anything else to distract myself or whatever. So anyway, this week, as I've been trying to help my friends and things like that, I've also we've had a death in the family this week. My dad's brother passed away, and he was just the kindest person you'll ever meet. So it's a tremendous loss for our family, and something that we're going to get through. But I started thinking about my own kids, right? Because my dad was one of 13. He had 13 siblings. They lost a brother years and years ago to a car crash, drunk driving incident. And my dad really struggled with that his whole life. And then just recently, one of my dad's sisters passed away from COVID. And then now my dad's brother has passed away. He's also had 2 sister-in-laws pass away. So just sitting back and thinking about that, like, I sit back and from a personal standpoint, I don't know how my dad's siblings feel. I don't know how my dad felt, because fortunately I am lucky enough to have all of my siblings alive and well. But then I sit back and look at my kids and how they struggle so much and they cry so much and so deeply and so just, I don't even know how to describe it. When they cry for Hayden and they're missing Hayden, it's a sadness that I can't explain. And it's a sadness that I've never experienced before. So I just hold them and I hug them and I love them and just reassure them that Hayden is with them right here every single day, no matter what. And she's watching over them and she loves them so much. And now I'm like, my dad's siblings feel that way. Like, they've been through this 3 times. My poor babies have only been through this once, and I see their devastation every single day. And my dad's siblings have now been through this 3 times, 5 if you include the 2 sister-in-laws who were just as much they were part of our family. They were the same relationships that the siblings had, so 5 times they've been through this, and there's 13 of them. So this is not the last time they're going to have to deal with a loss of a sibling. And that just shatters my heart. Like, that is so heavy. And I know it's completely out of my control, but damn, like, how many times does somebody have to experience that same kind of hurt and pain and loss? I don't know. I couldn't imagine having to go through that repeatedly. And then I think about my own self and I'm like, well, I have 2 sisters and a brother, and God forbid anything ever happened to them before me. Like, oh my gosh. But then if I go first, then they're going to have to feel that same way. So it's so messed up. So that's mentally this week. I have been a mess. Okay. Just a mess. And then I think about some of my closest friends and the situations that they're going through, and they're going through it, man. And I look at it and I'm like, oh, I have been in those same situations. Like, I know exactly how they feel and what they're going through. But what got me through it might not get them through it. It's like every person has to figure out, okay, what's going to work for me? How am I going to get through this? Because grief and depression, anxiety, all that, it's not a one size fits all. Not at all. Not even a little bit. It's not biased by any means. Like, it can affect any of us at any given time in any given way. But it's what we're going to do with it. Like, how are we going to deal with this? Are we going to just... And mindset, I feel like, is a big part of it. Because we have to have the mindset that even when things are so hard and deep and dark and low, we still have to wake up in the morning and be like, today's a new day. It's going to be a great day. So every morning when my kids wake up, I'm like, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're wonderful, you're amazing. I love you so much, and you're going to have the best day ever. And we repeat that the whole way to school. Like, you're going to have a great day. I sing this little song to them. Don't laugh at me, guys. You're going to have a great day. You're going to be so great in every way. You're going to have a great day. You're going to do so great in all the things. And so we sing that on the way to school, and they look at me like I'm crazy and like, what's wrong with you, Mom? Like, please don't sing that when you pull up and open the door. So anyway, I have to remind myself of that sometimes. Like, if I'm going through it the night before and I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, I'm like, you know what? I'm alive. I am here. And I'm going to make the best of this day that was given to me. I could lay here and sulk in my sorrow and feel sorry for myself and not do anything to change my situation, or I can suck it up, get off my butt, get up and do everything that I possibly can, that I'm physically able to do to change my situation. And I will absolutely pray through it and pray to it and pray for it. But I can't sit there and pray with the expectation that somebody else is going to do it for me, that God's going to do it for me, that somebody's going to come save me. No, that's not how this works. We can't sit there and wait for somebody else to come save us and pull us out of this hole and pull us out of this pit. We have to be willing to do that ourselves. And sometimes we do need those people in our circle that love us. And sometimes we don't have a circle. We have a period, or, we have one person and that's it. And sometimes we need that person to give us a little bit of encouragement, a little bit of hope, a little bit of help. And that's fine. Don't feel guilty about that. Don't feel bad about that. Because if the shoe were on the other foot, guaranteed you'd be doing the same thing. You would give that person whatever they needed in that moment because you could. Because you had the ability at that time and you were okay. And sometimes that's all we need, is just that little bit of grace and that little bit of love to say, okay, I'm going to be all right. You know what? I am going to be okay. I'm going to get through this. And then we have a great day. We go do everything that we needed to do and we get it done and we feel accomplished and we feel amazing. And we keep telling ourselves, I'm going to be okay. So especially on those heavy days, I want you to do that. Remind yourself, like, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're wonderful, you're amazing, and you're going to have a great day. Despite what anybody else tries to do, despite what the devil brings, despite what, any kind of obstacles that come, you're going to just work through it, push through it, and have a great day. Unbothered. And sometimes that's really hard to check our own emotions. I read this book one time called Controlling Your Anger Before It Controls You. It's a great book. Actually, I'm going to have to drop the link to that here too. Because that's a huge thing. We have to learn how to communicate effectively and without just popping off because we're frustrated, we're tired, we're angry, all the things. And then we just pop off and don't think about the outcome of things, or I don't really know that I'm not really the outcome of things, but just think about, like, that's a temporary release, right? Because going off, getting mad, whatever, that doesn't make you feel good indefinitely. It's a reactive emotion. It's definitely a reactive emotion. So, calm, cool, and collected. That's going to be our motto this week, guys. We're going to try as hard as we can to be calm, stay cool, and have our emotions collected. Because we're not giving anybody the satisfaction of saying, I did that to her. I did that to him. I have the power to make them act that way. Absolutely not. Because you're not a Power Ranger. I'm about to take my power back. I loved Power Rangers when I was a kid. That just popped into my head. Did y'all like Power Rangers when you were kids? Because I did. My sister and I used to go out in the yard and play Power Rangers. We had the little suits, and if you move the hands, they went whoosh, 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 like make that noise. I was the Red Ranger. She was the Pink Ranger. We loved Power Rangers. We did. Every day we come home from school, eat ramen, watch Power Rangers. That was like the routine. So funny. But yeah, we're taking our power back this week. from all of those monsters that try to steal it from us. We're not letting that happen anymore. Calm, cool, collected. And focus on the things that you can control. There are so many things that are out of our control in this life that we focus on. And we have to only focus on the things we can control. Which is what? Me, myself, and I. I can control my reactions. I can control my words. I can control my attitude. And I can control my thoughts. And that's it. I can control my finances. I can control my time management. I really suck at that, by the way. I'm working on it so hard. But I'm going to try to do so much better with that this week. Because I have epically failed over the last week and a half because I've just been... my heart hurts for so many people that I love right now. And it sometimes is overwhelming. And when you're overwhelmed like that, then it becomes frustration because my mind's going a million miles a minute thinking about all these people that I care about that are hurting and have lost people and are going through it and everything else. And then I have my kids over here ask me a million questions. And then I'm just like, stop, everybody. Like, I can't talk to you right now. Just give me a minute. And then I feel bad because I'm like, they didn't cause that. They didn't cause what I'm going through in my brain. So I need to get control of my emotions and my thoughts so that I can be present to them, because that's not fair. So that's what I'm going to work on this week, is just being present and being focused and being in control of myself, in control of everything in my life. Yeah. Anyway, I am sitting here now at soccer practice watching my son practice soccer. He's so good at it. He loves Cristiano Ronaldo. He thinks he's going to be the next Ronaldo, and I hope he does. He says he's going to be a pro soccer player and buy a Bugatti and give me $50,000 a day. So I'm all for it. Like, what do we need to do to get there, son? Because let's do that. No, that's funny though. It's funny how kids don't have a concept of money when they're that small, right? He's like, $50,000 a day. It's fine. No big deal. I'm like, I wish I had that a year extra. Like, that's a lot of money, son. So anyway, just be great this week. Be amazing. Be wonderful. Be smart. Be beautiful. Remind yourself of it every day. Write it on your bathroom mirror if you have to with a Sharpie. Like, whatever it takes. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're wonderful. And you're amazing. And you're going to have a great day. No matter what this week has thrown at you already, no matter what's to come, focus on what you can control in this situation and not what's out of your control. Because worry makes us old and it gives us wrinkles. I don't want wrinkles. I don't want Botox. No, that's not for me, but I'm starting to get some wrinkles, guys, like right here. So, anyway, yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got for this week. So I love you guys, and I will talk to you next week. Be great.